Hey, good morning. It's a cold Tuesday in Atlanta. I think it is across the state. I went down to southwest Georgia last week following last week's Tuesday talk. I'd seen some of the pictures of the devastation, so I took our OFI director, John Anderson, and deputy director, Carol Christopher, with me. Went down to really see for ourselves how it had impacted both the communities there and, of course, our staff. Let me first say that the destruction in many places is very bad. I was shocked to see just how much damage there was to really the economic infrastructure, the power, trees, timber down, cotton just blown off the plants and in the fields. Of course, there's going to be, I think, a significant economic impact for some time to come. I was also amazed at how well our staff are holding up despite the fact that all of them have lost power and many of them have trees down either on their houses or in their yards. I talked to several workers who had trees down on their own cars, but yet they're continuing to come in and do good work to help the most vulnerable persons in their communities. Over the last couple of weeks, we have, of course, released about $77 million worth of food stamps early. I think, generally have about 100,000 clients, food stamp clients in that area who are affected, and that's about $12 million a month in benefits. We have today announced that we're going to be allowing folks, thanks to the USDA, to get hot meals with their food stamps through the end of November, which will help. But there's still a lot of work to do down in southwest Georgia, and I greatly appreciate the folks in those offices. We'll continue to pray for them. We continue to thank them for sticking in there with us, and we really, it's really nice to see these communities come together despite this disaster to really help each other. So we'll be continuing to work on that. We'll be continuing to think about y'all down there, and again, thank you for the work that you're doing. The other thing a couple of things I want to mention. Number one, here at in Atlanta, we have been receiving, of course, as you know, the Secret Santa list. I'm very excited to say that we've got over 9,700 children on those lists so far. We'll be going out and getting presents for them. We've already received one $25,000 grant from a nice foundation. We expect some more foundation grants to come in, as well as, of course, individual contributions. Also, we are in the Atlanta office this week having a charitable fundraiser, a raffle, and some other charitable activities on the 24th from 1 to 4 on the 19th floor here to raise money to address breast cancer. As you know, breast cancer is a significant health concern for so many women in Georgia and around the world. I think every year over 250,000 women are diagnosed with breast cancer. And of course, the more that we can fight it through research, through new techniques, the greater the likelihood is that breast cancer will not be a life-threatening issue for many women. It will be something we can address early, catch, and hopefully slowly eliminate. The other thing I wanted to mention this morning is that later this week I'm going to be on a panel here in Atlanta to talk about foster care. We're going to have a very free, open, transparent conversation about foster care system in Georgia. There have been some news reports indicating that we have lost a lot of foster parents, and we do every year. I think generally foster parents come into our system. Oftentimes they leave our system of fostering for good reasons. They adopt children, they were fostering a relative child, and then that relative child was reunited with the parent and found permanency. But it reminded me of two things. Number one, we continually have to work to recruit new foster parents. And number two, it is extremely important for us to support our foster parents. Please, if you're out there in the field working with foster parents, whether you're a foster care worker or whether you're any of our employees who come into contact with foster parents, let's remember just how valuable they are to us, how much they do for the children who are in their care, what a sacrifice it is for them, not only in terms of time and money, but really emotion, love, caring. These folks go out of their way to care for the children who are in the custody of the state of Georgia and who are all of our responsibility. So let's continue to think about foster parents and to support them in every way we can. Thank you again for all the work you do. We'll see you next Tuesday.